Well, I've got one heck of a report to share with you guys today, and I'm going to tell you this is one of the most powerful reports that I have done in a very long time. So please like it, share it, tell everyone you know, because the information that I'm about to tell you today is critical and very important, and you're going to want to spread it with everybody. But with that, as you know, we are but hours away from Donald Trump's inauguration, and that is what encouraged me to put out this video, because he is about to go up against a monster, and I mean a mega monster. And I'm going to really detail the size of that and what is going on in today's report. And I've never really say this bluntly before, but I'm gonna really put it bluntly. But for starters, I got to give a shout out to my inspiration. A lot of the inspiration came through this article, and it's on Zero Hedge, authored by Brandon Smith, but it's called "The Monkey Wrench Sabotage of America Begs for an Authoritarian Response." Now, in this article, he asked the question, right? Hey, if a group of people wanted to destroy a country, what would they do? Right? Would they do one big coordinated event and go bang and take it out? Well, probably not, right? But one way that they could sabotage a country, which I believe is what they're doing, well, they could coordinate and encourage thousands of smaller acts of sabotage, right? Little sabotage here, little sabotage there, and it would go largely unnoticed by the American population because, right, our infrastructure, it's breaking down our infrastructure and all of that, but it would go largely unnoticed by the population because they would seem like random acts rather than acts that are connected, right? It seems very random to us if it's thousands versus one. Well, here's the deal. Think about what's happening lately with the drones, over New Jersey, over New York, those kind of still flying around, and nobody's doing anything about it, right? But we know that they're probably collecting our information, and the government is allowing this. Let's just put that bluntly, right? Then we also have assassination attempts, not one, but two, but there's been some on top of that they've been able to foil before anything happens. So multiple assassination attempts on Donald Trump's life. We have the car bomb there in Las Vegas, the terrorist attack in New Orleans, all with just in a matter of months to weeks. All of these things are happening, right? And then to top it all off, we've got a massively open border. That's on purpose as well by people within our U.S. government right now anyway, that allows literal terrorists and foreign agents to cross across our border. They're not properly vetting these people literally at all. The FBI and all of these people have admitted that, yeah, there are literal terrorists that have been allowed in our country. And then you bring in the fact that now we have an armed invasion of Venezuelan cartels in our freaking cities. It's almost as if this is the destruction of our society. It's a bunch of attacks that are happening that seem to be too far apart and unrelated. The public goes, there's no way it's related. That's just a conspiracy. Well, maybe. But look, there are a lot of conspiracies that turn out to be true. Think of what happened in the past, right? Civil unrest, cover revolutions, these kinds of things have done that throughout history. Or think of the Weather Underground, right? Back in the 1970s. That was a very violent sect. Put bombs and bombed things, bombed government buildings and the whole nine yards. But anyway, today, many of those same people who were involved in that, Bill Ayers being one of those, works in our universities all across the United States of America. Some of them do, and in our government, right? So these are very powerful things that I don't think should go unlooked. I think that we have to start asking these questions. And this is what Donald Trump is coming into, right? Not only that, but let's think about this as well. Let's tie in the fires. Let's tie in Hurricane Helene. Maybe these could be part of it, right? And let's start with this. How about the fact that, let's take Hurricane Helene. There was very inadequate response from the federal government regarding that. In fact, many families were left barely helped at all by the government and the leadership. And many of those families are still ravaged by Hurricane Helene. Meanwhile, we're sending money internationally out to Ukraine rather than our own people. It's deliberate. There's really no other way to put it. They're deliberately sending money outside and not helping the people. And then you think about how inadequate their response has been. What about the fires in LA? That was a very, very neglect of practical, the freaking leadership neglected practical fire precautions like filling the water reservoirs to make sure you have water in the fire hydrants, to not defund the freaking police department. Hey, why not? Why did they send stuff from the police department, all of their extra stuff to Ukraine? We could have used some of that now, but it's almost as if all of this is being done on purpose. Thousands of small things and small acts of sabotage to accomplish the goal of destabilization in our country. And I'm leaving it out there. Ultimately, you can decide what's going on. But what if that government apathy and government inaction in the face of these fires and floods and things that are happening in our government is just another deliberate form of destroying our country? And this is what he really details in this article. And I'm paraphrasing in my own words, right? And you know what happens? He calls this, actually in this article, he calls this strategy that I'm referencing monkey wrenching. Here he is. I call this strategy, and I paraphrased in my own opinion. I encourage you to read the article, but he calls it monkey wrenching based on the book Monkey Wrench Gang by Edward Abbey and published in 1975. Here's the book, by the way. And it's a classic tale of rebellion, camaraderie, and environmental justice, right? And how they use mayhem and disobedience to spark a revolution and get things to act. Kind of crazy how that is, right? So that is the actual book. And he goes on to describe it here. The Monkey Wrench Gang was long considered an inspirational work of fiction by the left, but it is also treated as a sort of instruction manual for leftists and anarchists, a guide for bringing the system down. And here's the sad truth. Leftists throughout modern history have a habit of engaging in destabilization efforts when they do not get what they want. It's a scary fact, but this is what Trump, I believe, is facing. So we have these leftists not getting what they want. Are they acting out? Here's a good thought that I want to kind of conclude on, because I don't want to go too long in today's broadcast, but I feel that I have to. The Daily Signal. Deep state gearing up. Nearly half of federal employees in the swamp plan to resist Trump. Half. And that article goes on to detail about 42% of them, 42% of federal employees to resist Trump. This is near impossible for one man to do. Let me just put it bluntly. He cannot, when half of them intend to resist you. This is the man that we elected to be the president of the United States to take care of this, and nearly half of them are going to resist. This is chilling to the very core, folks. This is the president who's supposed to be in charge. It doesn't matter if you agree with his politics. He's the one we voted in. And all these federal employees, we're not going to do what you say. Interesting, isn't it? And just because I want to show you this disgusting piece. Anyway, I guess piss is appropriate. But here is the man of the hour, Merrick Garland, and he's departing for the last time there. And everybody's standing up, standing ovation, standing for this man, clapping. This is a man, by the way, that went after Christians, conservatives, Christian parents, Catholics, people who went to school meetings, and these people are very happy, proud of him, and clapping. It disgusts me. Nobody should clap for that man. He isn't worthy of any clap. He disobeyed subpoenas in the whole 9 yards. And they're going to clap for this? That goes to show you how many people within the federal government are okay with that style of leadership, where they go after conservatives, right? Hey, let's arrest the pro-lifer, but leave the one who burnt let's leave the one who burned down pregnancy centers. Let's slap him on the hand, put him in jail overnight, and let him go. Oh, but the one who blocked somebody from an entrance, to going to get an abortion, we're going to lock them up for 11 years or whatever. There are people who block the entrance for people to get into a center, and they're now serving like 11 years in prison. Multiple ones, by the way. That's awful harsh of a sentence. While people who are burned down, right, people who are trying to help those that don't want an abortion, right, or thinking about getting one at these crisis centers, they burn those down, and they're not even getting 5 years. This is a very uneven justice system, folks. And this is the man, by the way, who was refusing to investigate all the violent acts that were happening at these clinics, these crisis centers. That was the guy who did it. I'm going to turn the other cheek, because they're on the left and they're pro-abortion, so we're going to leave the pro-abortion side alone. But God forbid the pro-life side. That man deserves not a single clap. And I wanted to close with that because I want you to see the amount of people that Donald Trump has in there that are all okay with these policies that have been very destructive on our country. They have weaponized the FBI, the CIA, the DOJ. Our freaking community colleges are nothing but, not our community college, our colleges have become nothing but breeding grounds for radical leftists. DEI is used to build up their radical left agenda, along with critical race theory that they tried to teach in some of our schools and still are, by the way. Donald Trump's got a lot of work to do, and Biden is doing everything in his power right now to stop it. He is making sure he's signing all these executive orders. He's burning the whole damn house down on the way out, folks. And the reason that he's doing that, yeah, Donald Trump can reverse him. Great, I get that. But the reason is he wants to delay Trump from fixing our country. And if Donald Trump is too held up by undoing everything Biden undid the past couple of weeks, this is going to take a lot of time, and Donald Trump is going to be not as effective as he could be. Do you see? That's the strategy, the deliberate destruction and breakdown of our country. And this is what Joe Biden is doing. It's not the fact that he's signing them, right? They can be undone. It's the fact that it's going to take Donald Trump a long time to undo it before he can actually make an impact. We're talking months and towards a later part of his presidency before he can start doing what he intends to do. See the wrench, the monkey wrench. Anyway, I wanted to share it with you. I can't wait to get your thoughts, comments, and concerns. I know I can't wait to get your comments. But with that, I might be coming on a live stream tomorrow. Fingers crossed, right after. I'm going to wait till after he does the inauguration, and then I'll do a live stream report here on YouTube. So make sure you check that out as well. At least that's the intent. But with that, as a quick reminder, get to Restricted Republic. You can support us there. Sign up right now. Go there. Go to Restricted Republic. We've got exclusive content on there that we share. Commercial free, by the way. Not only commercial free, but Justice Night is on there making videos. We have exclusive videos every week. Use the coupon code LISA and the number 5 to get it for $5 per month. But go there and support us. Anyhow, I love you all. I'm Lisa Haven, signing out.